So obviously my channel is mostly built around Starfield and other Bethesda games, but Starfield is really where my content is at. It's what gets the most views and the most likes. Actually, one of my recent Starfield videos got over 200 views, so thank you guys for that. Starfield will always be the point of interest in this channel, even after the game is out and finished. Provided that the game's not another Cyberpunk or Fallout 76. If it's anything like that, just won't make videos on it anymore. But I have mentioned before that it's really difficult to talk about Starfield right now, as we basically don't know anything about the game yet. So I figured for now we'll just upload videos focusing on one particular thing in Starfield, such as the weapons video that I did the other day. Now ideally I would like my videos to be around 10 minutes long, or maybe longer, but obviously if there isn't anything more to talk about then they're going to get cut short and we'll just have to deal with that. I'm not going to talk about unnecessary bullshit just to waste both my time and yours. Anyway, I just wanted to update this for my 3 regular viewers, just so then you all know what my Starfield content is probably going to be like until E3. Anyway, with all of that being said, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like, it massively helps out smaller channels like myself. Also, if you're new around here, consider subscribing. I upload daily Starfield, Fallout, and Elder Scrolls content. With that all said and done, let's get into the video. Apologies for the ridiculously long intro, by the way. So today we're going to be talking about all of the armor and clothing items that we've seen so far. Starting us off, we obviously have the one shown in the leaked images and now in the Starfield teaser trailer. This armor seems to be the armor that we'll start out with. I imagine it's going to be like the Vault suit in Fallout. It's going to be the generic armor that we get right off the bat. It's most definitely the official uniform of Constellation, what's apparently supposed to be the main faction in Starfield. Next I want to talk about 3 pieces of concept art. Here we have the armor of the Cryptic Mercenaries. This definitely gives me a Mandalorian type of vibe and I absolutely love this armor. Next we have the armor of the faction of pirates, the Pirates of the Crimson Fleet. This looks badass, like a raider from Fallout but in space. And finally we have the Violent Spacers. This armor does look a little bit more down to earth in my opinion. But you guys already know about all of these, which is why I kind of skipped over them quite quickly. I want to talk about the armors that we don't know anything about. So starting us off, we have this piece that was leaked a few months back. To me this looks like it could be the armor of some kind of faction, although I will say this armor is probably my favourite one that we've seen so far. I just absolutely love the look of it and I'll most definitely be wearing it once I find it in game. Next, I want to show you guys this concept art for a location. Now, if we zoom in, we can see this guy standing right here. To me this looks like some kind of pilot armor, which is pretty cool. If I had to guess, I would say that this armor is pilot armor for some kind of military faction, maybe one of the ones that we've already heard about. Now let's talk about this piece of art from Aquila City. Again, zooming in, we can see this guy right here wearing some kind of face covering which looks pretty cool. I'm assuming that this is some kind of bandana. But now if we pan back over to this guy, you can see some kind of backpack. I really hope that Bethesda put backpacks in Starfield. I'm sick of always having to mod them in when I do survival runs. This is really exciting to me. Now next, if we zoom into this piece of concept art, you can see what at first appears to be the same quote vault/main suit, although if you look closely he seems to be wearing some kind of cargo/combat pants here. Now this might just be me seeing things, but hey, it's worth a note. Now we're going to look at this piece of concept art which actually gives us a lot, starting with this stall. You can kind of see that this person is wearing some kind of eye gear. This looks pretty dope to me, but I have no idea what it is, maybe some kind of goggles. Moving on, we have someone who clearly thinks that they're the coolest guy in the entire game, with their greaser hair, their cigarette, and even their leather jacket. But anyway, Danny Zuko over here, like I said, is wearing a leather jacket and jeans. This is cool to me because it kind of confirms that we will have more than just spacesuits within the game. And now just quickly panning over to this guy, we actually see another type of backpack. So now I'm pretty convinced that backpacks will be in the game, and so help me Bethesda, they better be. And then lastly, the quote main guy here has this weird helmet that, as you can see, plugs into his jacket, which is kind of awesome, I guess. Don't ask me why his helmet plugs into his coat, I have no idea, maybe it's just a fashion choice. Anyway, moving on to this piece of concept art here, you can see this outfit on this character, although it's really hard to make out. but it does to me kinda anyway, look like a long baggy t-shirt or something like that. Now this concept art here is actually really interesting. We already went over the guns in my Starfield's weapon video, but let's take a look at the armor. It looks kinda big and bulky. I honestly believe that this could be like Starfield's version of power armor. Now granted, this guy could just be fat or muscly, or just built different, but I definitely think that this looks more robotic, I guess, than any of the other outfits that we've seen. Next we have this image here. Clearly on the guy walking we can see some very modern type of spacesuit. However, if we pan over to the robot, he seems to be wearing some kind of hat. So I'm guessing that we're going to see hats in this game. I do think that this is probably like how you could put a hat on Codsworth in Fallout 4. Anyway guys, that does unfortunately do it for all of the armors and outfits that we've seen in the game. At least that's all the ones that I can find. So which outfit are you most intrigued by? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like. It helps out smaller channels like myself more than you could possibly imagine. Also, if you're new around here, consider subscribing. I upload daily Starfield, Fallout, and Elder Scrolls content, and we're hoping to hit 40 subscribers here sometime soon, so your support would be greatly appreciated. With all of that said and done, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.